Hello, my name is Kenneth Barrett, and today I want to talk about safely changing a tire without hurting yourself. Well, first of all, we got our jacks. This is a bumper jack. It's a scissor jack. It's a flat jack. And you can also have a bottle jack. I've got the tools I need, my 4-way. Jack stands just in case. You would use these more than likely in a grassy area for more stability. You always want to block the front side of your car if you're working on the back, and the back side of your car if you're working on your front. I'm going to be working on the back tire. I'm substituting gas tanks for road caution signals, because mostly you would use this if you were driving down the road and you got a flat and you need to change it. You should keep a little safety kit in your car. I don't at this time have one, but I do recommend one. But we're going to start out with the very first thing you should probably do is pull that e-brake right there. We got the e-brake pulled. The car is in park. And I'm going to be using the bottle jack, because that's the one I want, or the flat jack. I don't even have a bottle jack here, actually. There's a lot of things that can happen to a person if they don't use this properly. As you can see, I'm going up underneath the car. I'm going to position it on that bar going across right there that you see, the very bottom. Probably come in from the back. We're going to go into the back. As you can see, I'm going to start lifting the jack a little. I'll push it right up underneath there, right where we need it. And go ahead and lift it. I got my bottle jack on there. It'll lift up and flatten out when it pushes up on the axle. But you want to safely do this. You always try to never get underneath. Jack the car up. You only want it about an inch off the ground underneath the tire. So then you can go ahead and, I've already loosened my lug nuts. Always stay out from underneath the car. That's the main thing that you want to do. Take this off. Put your lug nuts in your hubcap so you don't lose them. There's also other things, like you always want to pick a flat spot to change your tire in, so that you're not going up or down a hill. You always try to pick out the flattest spot you can find. If you're on the dirt, you want to probably keep a piece of plyboard, small piece of plyboard. If most people have scissor jacks like that in their cars, you want to be able to put a piece of plyboard under it, because they're not as stable as a flat jack is, which is what I'm using right now. So you take, remove the tire, stay out away from it, and then you can continue on with what you're doing if you need to work on brakes. I recommend using a bottle jack, which can be put underneath the frame in the center, which also gives extra stability when you're going to be yanking on a car if you're working on bolts or something like that. And Then you'll just return your tire. This will be your spare if you're changing your tire. Keep your hands out, always push in the top. Never put your fingers in between there. You can also wear gloves if you want to. My hubcap has to go on first. So you put the hubcap back on. There's many ways that you can be safe while doing this. Want to always go straight across from the other bolt that you're working on, because that's the way they tighten up, so that you can get all the bolts tight. You always skip every other one. You want to put your lug nuts on just at tightening, nice and snug, nothing tight, because you'll tighten it fully when you drop the car back down to the ground. Hey Astro, how you doing? You know you're in my video? Did you know that? What do you think of that, huh? So you take this, get your last lug nut on. Go on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You knocked my... So... you want to make sure that you drop your jack back down. Nice and slow. Drop the jack down the rest of the way. Then pull it out. There's many ways that people can get hurt. You can drop a car on your head when you're underneath. That's why I've recommended using the jack stands right there. And you have to be careful when you're doing these things. Like, there's different things, like making sure that you're on flat ground. You use something to block your tires. Always use your e-brake, and always use a jack that is rated for the job that you need to do. If you've got a bigger truck, then you need a bigger jack. That's all I have to say today. I hope that you all thought that this was very knowledge was brought, and thanks.